Hello everybody to lesson 22 of CSS for attractive design. In this lesson we will know the opacity and how to control the opacity with CSS. Let's go to the code and see what we have. For example, here I will create, let's add, for example, first of all we should know what is the opacity. Okay, I will create here a text, h1, and I will say hello opacity. Great. And let's see what we have here on page. Normal text. Great. Let's create no need for the ID. I will call the element attribute and the element selector. Here we will call the opacity. What was it? Opacity. We will see opacity. Let's do the opacity for example, I will create an ID so that we could make difference. I will create ID and I will say h1. Great. So let's write here an h1 opacity, and let's duplicate this, give it a normal text. Okay, so the opacity here I will write, for example, 0.5. So it's 5 means 50%. Save it, refresh. Look, the first is the text which has the opacity. The second is no opacity in the second. So what we mean with opacity is the degree of whiteness or lightness of the color and the font. So let's increase it. Let's see, it's for example 4. So whenever you go to you come closer to 0, it means that opacity go stronger. So let's see, it's 0, so it will disappear. Okay, if we say it's 3, it will be so opacity, so it's hard to read. If we say, for example, 9, to be a thick color, that could be less opacities. Okay, so the opacity is so easy. We have another thing. Imagine that I have here an image. Okay, I have an image. Let's choose any image. Let's choose the other one. It's that one. Refresh. This is the image. Okay, imagine I want this image to be more opacity, to give it an opacity. For example, let's say image and see opacity, and let's say 0.2. let's refresh, see how is it. So the image is so opacity. Okay, so it could be like that. Great. It's great actually. Let's return back. Let's do delete that thing. So you could give the opacity to any HTML element, and you could add it for any element you need to add opacity to. Imagine I need that hello opacity color text to come over the image. What we could do, we will identify here ID, and I will say ID, for example, h2, and I'll come here h2, and here we are. I'll write here position, absolute, from top, let's see, 70 pixel. It would be far. Great. Let's see, where is it? It's here. Great. Let's see the background of that place. Let's see h1. Let's see the background. Padding. Let's add the padding, and see padding would be, for example, 100 pixel. Margin. No need. Let's write only the width. Width, for example, let's see, it would be 200 pixel, and height would be, for example, 100 pixel. Great. Save it, refresh, and see what we have. Let's see the border too. Border, and see, it would be, for example, slide and red. Save it, refresh, and here we are. Let's say that I need the background to be more opacity. Okay, how we could add that? Let's see, background color, and let's add rgba. Okay, to the color as we have learned that. So let's see, it would be, for example, 12, 12, 12, and here we have the opacity. The opacity is from percentage, so we could write 0.2. So let's see here what we have. Sorry, it could be white. So it could be, for example, 255 to 255. So now it's it would be, for example, sorry, there's a little error here. So now it would be white, but because we have opacity, it would be like that. So it's white. If we delete the opacity here, it would be white. Okay, so it's white now. But if we need to add the opacity, okay, so let's say point and add the opacity, which would be 0, then let's say 6 or 5%. Refresh. So here we are. If we could change the image so that it would look greater, let's see, L logo, yes, save it, refresh. Here we are. See, the text here is over the image, and it has a big opacity. Okay, so the opacity could, for example, I could increase it. It would be, for example, 7. Save it, refresh, and here we are. The opacity is there. So the text has an opacity over the image. So I think the opacity is so easy, and it's useful to make your design somewhat perfect, and following the future. Following the designs which is in our situation, our environment. So thanks for listening. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and see you in the next. Bye for now.